Christy, Stitching Mum of Two Monsters here for FLosstube number 28. Today is Saturday, the 11th of July. On my first take I did June, but anyway, Saturday, 11th of July, 2025, and this is my June wrap up. Welcome. Hello anyone new, and welcome back to any of my subscribers. I really appreciate it. I have had a slight influx, which is good. I think I'm now at 154. Excuse the bad hair day. I haven't put a beanie on. It is what it is. I'm going with it because I need to do this. I'm heading out tonight for my brother-in-law's 50th birthday. And I am just shoving a beanie on because it's going to be outside around a bonfire. Anyway, hi, I'm Christy. This is nice down here. He's already knocked the camera over, so I'm hoping he won't do it again. All right, I am going to jump in and say I have, no FFOs. Welcome to the Hot Mess Express that I am. No finishes this time. I do have 2 new starts. I have 1 non-temperature stitching whip, and I have, well, I worked on 8 for temperature stitching. There was 1 that didn't get worked on, but that includes 2 of the new starts. So, jumping in. New starts. I've got everything down here. Oh, I decided to have a new location. I wanted to show off my winter tea tray. I've got my Let It Snow bungalow. Olaf with his snowballs, ready to have a play, snowball fight. Yeah. All right. Jumping first into 4 Dealies, not Fleur, 4 by Ink Circles. I'm stitching this on 16 count Ada. Using Silks for You PR 104. Yep, I got it right. And so I've got a new start, but this was also for my temperature stitching. It was number 8, and it got worked on, called twice. So here I am. Oh, and there's nice. Do you want to say hi to your fans and not jump all over and knock them over? All right. Oh, that's good. That shows that the colours a little bit. Back there it's looking... There we are. I'm loving that. I actually need to change it. I do have a Fleur de Lis needle minder. I need to swap that over. This is what it will look like. Here's a mandala, so you can already guess with what I've done. Okay, new start 1. New start 2. I will put up a picture of what it's going to look like here. It is called Devil Cat. It is a Stitch with Coffee designs on Etsy. I'm stitching this on 14 count. I'm using a magnetic hoop that's for like Mill Hills. I got it from Lisa at Patty Clean Designs at the last stitching retreat. It's a little bit, the design's a little bit big, but anyway, going back, 14 count random grey Ada that I found in my stash. Here's what it will look like. Here is where I am up to now. It was number 9 in my temperature stitching as well. Because I made such a dismal start, I put it on there. It got called for once because it's a paper pattern. Well, it's technically a PDF, but for some reason it wouldn't import to Pattern Keeper. I kept trying and trying and it wouldn't do it. So I'm just using it as a paper pattern run. So it got half an hour on it. So that is where I'm at. That's in a little bag by Tara from Teaser Handmaids. So that is my 2 new starts. I'm using the called for colours with that one. I've got my little trusty handbook. Yes, I do look down, I'm sorry. Whips, I'm going to do the one non-temperature stitching whip. It is also my focus to finish piece now that I've finished Savannah Grace, which I lovingly called Ben's Giraffes, which I haven't FFO'd yet. But. So with this one, it is called School of Dolphins. Oops, I've got it in. Oh, so this is just in this cube. It is from the book Orcas and Dolphins by Cross My Heart. I started this one on, which I'll grab the book actually while I'm here. Maybe I won't, hang on. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Oh, thought I lost it. There you go. So it is this one here. That's what it's going to look like, which I've shown before, but I started this one on the 21st of January 2018, so it really needs to be done and out. I am stitching this one for my sister, and in June I did reach the halfway point. So I am officially over the halfway point now. I do have park threads, but here I stand up. So this is it. This whale needle minder is by Ginger Stitch AU. This is one of my thread huggers. I'm hoping it's not too dark. I have put lots of lights on. It is a cloudy and yucky day. Luckily for tonight, it's not raining. There we go. I'm really good. So, I finished off that quarter down the bottom. So now I am, definitely over halfway. And it is now my weekend focused finish. I'm not sure I will get much done this month. I still don't know what's happening with the house. It is sold 3 times, fell through 3 times. Off market. It is now got a nice big sign out the front for sale. So it's now literally on market. I can't actually find it because they're still coming around to take photos on Wednesday. Yay. So anyone can buy it now. They were trying to get in just investors so I could stay, but who knows what will happen. Anyway, so now I am going on to, that was a little tangent, temperature stitching. I am loving it. I felt like my stitching bug was a lot more better with the temperature stitching. I've noticed this week I've hardly stitched. I don't know if it's the stress of thinking I have to move, or that I haven't been working on these because I needed to do a FLosstube and show where I was up to at the end of June. But I have not wanted to really work on any of my existing whips, so pre this year. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the stitch that is in the 0 slot. It got called for twice. It is my Dragon in a Cup by Alexandra Zamorina. I've completely probably butchered that. FLosstube Itchy Nose. It's by Patterns by S.A. Stitch on Etsy. I am doing it on 22 count Hardanger, called for colours, 2/1 full cross, so it is going to be a bit bulky. I started this one on the 31st of December. Here is where I'm at, hopefully side by side. Didn't get a lot done, but it did get, what, 200 stitches. What did I say? Called for twice? Yeah, so they got 200 stitches added to it. So anything that's on Pattern Keeper is getting 100 stitches per call. Any paper patterns is half an hour. And it's just in a little random bag. Oh, do you want to come and say hi to your fans? Or are you just going to whine? Because I'm not paying attention. Alright, next one in the number 1 slot is my Bondage My Little Pony by Robin's Nest Boutique on Etsy. I think one of the cats is gone low. It is, when did I start this? 13th of January. It's on 28 count even weave, random dye by Colour Cascades. Here where I am to, and here is where I am. It got called 5 times, so 500 stitches went into it. That's going up. I'm just going to pause because I think he's tried to get into the cat area. Okay, sorry about that. Yep, he went to investigate what the cats had done. Yeah. Anyway, here we are. So that's where that is up to. I'm loving stitching on this. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, since it is a little on the rude taboo side. That's just in a Fabled Nights Like a Book bag that I got with my Fabled edition, special edition books. Okay, so that's number 1. So that was called 5 times. In the number 2 slot is my Quaker Aussie Flag by Viv Stitches on Etsy. I'm doing this on 28 count 28 count opal even weave. And I have changed the colours. I'll see if it's got the original. Yep. So the blue, which was originally called, was for this bluey grey, 930. I've actually changed it to 820. It's a bit more vibrant. Oops, I went to which way does it go? That way. So I started this. So this was what it looked like, and here's where I am. It got called 3 times, so 300 stitches were added. And I started this on the 26th of January 2025. So that's where I'm at. Not sure. I wish this light was better. I might need to invest in a ring light. That's where I am. And it's in my Outlander one. I sent this material, I think it was this one, yeah, to Taryn from Teaser Handmade Stitches. She is my go-to bag maker. And I can't wait to see you in, what, 2-3 weeks, Taryn? 3, 4? It's getting close. Alright, so number 3 on my temperature stitching. No, that's not that one. It's that one. This was the one that got called the most. It got called 7 times. So 700 stitches went into my Carolina Hurricanes fan gnome. Here I was. And here's where he is now. He is also on 28 count opal even weave. I like the opal to give it sort of that nice freshly Zamboni ice. But that's where he is. I started that one on the 3rd of March 2025. I'm going to keep that one out because I'll come back to that. So yeah, as I said, 7 times. Number 4 is my Dryad Heaven and Earth design. It is Retired chart by Renee Beartempful. It's on 25 count even weave 1. No, it's not 1/1. This one is 2/1 tent stitch. She is a half semi-naked lady. Oh, she does have pasties, so no nips are showing. But here's what she'll look like. And here is where I am. She got called 4 times, so 400 stitches went into her. I think plus a little bit more because she was my full coverage Friday piece. She now won't be full coverage Friday, but she is still staying out for my temperature stitching. And nicey, don't knock over. And I started her on the 10th of March. My Game of Thrones bag by Taryn from Teaser Handmaids. Oops. And I am with this one trying, because I normally bobbinate, I am trying the floss rings. Next is my, oh, we'd only have, what, one? We've only got two more, because one didn't get called. Next is my number 5 slot, is Autumn Acres Farm by Autumn Acres Farm by Hands On Design. Which is what it will look like. As this one is a paper pattern, each call got half an hour. It was called 3 times, so an hour and a half went into this one. I am currently using it like a colour-in book. I'm doing all the white stitches and then I'll go back and put the colours in. So here's where it was, and this is where I'm up to. Needle Miner by Ginger Stitch. That was for the 2024 Vic Stitches retreat. Oh, really, it's one of my favourite. I think because I'm, close to that area, and I've got family over in the Shepparton area where all those cows are. I come from a dairy farming family. But being Autumn Acres, that is also in a autumn bag that I'm pretty sure I say this every time, but I'm pretty sure I got it on the freebie table at the Vic Stitches retreat. If you put it down and watch my video, let me know. I love it. I absolutely it's patchwork, people. I would love to learn to do it. Oh, I've got an exciting embroidery class tomorrow, which I'll tell you about. All right, so number 6 slot is my Toronto Maple Leaves. By Nene Designs on Etsy. This was called 3 times, so it got 300 stitches, and this is where I am up to. So that's going to be a nice fill-in for the retreat. Because I think I'll be just taking small projects apart from, maybe Dryad will come and be the Friday full coverage piece, or I might actually even bring my World Travel bookshelf that looks very dismal. So that one was started on the 27th of April 2025, and also on 28 count opal even weave. Now, Christy, that's not 10 10 projects. No, because number 7 didn't get called. Zilch. No stitching, but that is my Heaven and Earth design, Jamie Claire Frank Outlander one, which I'll put up a picture here, but it didn't get worked on, so there's no point showing it. Okay, so full coverage Fridays, as I said. So I'm just going to go back straight into plans now. Hopefully this is going to be a quick video. Full coverage Friday is now going to go to my World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, Heaven and Earth Designs. It got started in 2015. Very, very dismal start. Haven't touched it really. But I love it because I love travel. And I really, really want to do it. So it will now go for the 3-month cycle and get done. As I said though, July probably won't get touched, because I've just got so much to do with making stuff for the retreat, making sure the house is constantly clean in case I've got people coming through to look at it. Yep, fun and games. Now, Whip Go. With the new start board, I'm excelling. I've actually only not completed 1 square so far. The rest I've ticked. Unfortunately, the current whips that I rolled over to this year with is not going so great. I didn't do it any in June at all again. So I'm going to still keep trying with it. Obviously, I'm enjoying the new starts a lot more than my older whips, but they do need to get done. And because I still love them. I'm not UFOing them. I did UFO ones last year that I decided not happening, or at the start of this year. No, last year. So I do want to get them done. Now, collection editions. I'm not going to show much. People don't seem to be interested in it, so I'll probably not do it that much. But I am excited about one. I did actually buy it in May, and it's the Lila Crow Extraordinary Bird Sale. I have not started it because I plan on starting on my dad's birthday in August. It's going to be a piece for him, you know, in memory of him, because he had parrots, he had budgies, he loved his birds. He was a big Birds of Prey fan. Like his football team is the Hawthorn Hawks. Oh, hello. Oh, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, and there's Nicey. I'm going to say hello to your friends. Nice. I need to finish showing this. Oh, there goes the cat. And he's off. So, it's in my bag I got from Jenny at the Stitching on the Border retreat. How cute is it? But this, I wanted to show you the fabric that I think I'm going with. It's Crafty Leanie called it's a town in Australia. Caloundra. Was December 2020, fabric of the month. I think this will be perfect. It's very sort of, if I go that way. See, it's just washed out, looks white and blue. Maybe if I'll come up. There we go, it's a bit more. It's got shades of blue. The blue's not really showing much, or the yellow. But if I go over, there we go, a bit more like that. It is a bit darker, of course. So I think I'll do that. Kind of gives the sky, bit of, you know, beachy dirt type thing. Oh, there's a little bit. Anyway, that's the fabric I'm using. I don't know why I bother showing fabric, because it never really shows up. Maybe if I've got a ring light it would. Just give up, Christy. It's not really going to show. Maybe it is a little. That's what I'm going to be doing. That'll be starting in August. And then for my dad, we all know what Lola Crow's Extraordinary Bird Sale is, because everyone and their man and their dog is doing it right now. Because it is an amazing piece. They're an amazing designer. Absolutely amazing. Now, the only other things I got for my collection edition, I found these and I thought these bookend page ends are going to be perfect for living on the rainbow. There's lots of different sizes. Perfect for the books from living on a rainbow. Op shop. There you go. Cost me $3.50. Also got a Sweet Dreams kit. Don't knock over it. Includes the fabric all cooped up. Little chicken. Give that a go. Bit of applique. Now also found this. I've already taken the tag off. But at the last retreat, I did hear that, you know, someone was like, oh, that's not appropriate for this event, for some of the needle minders that were a little bit more risque in that. So I figured, if any rude ones, sweary ones, things like that, I'm going to put them in here. And I've got a ribbon that I get from one of my books that comes all wrapped up. And it says, open at your own risk. So I figured, put that over. They literally have to physically open, and I'll have them in there. And that way, if they open it, well, they've been warned. Something a little rude, a little risky. Yeah. That way they've opened it at their own risk. I don't know, bit of under the counter type style, but I figured that's for good. And then, I don't know, if that doesn't work well, I'll just use it for something else. So that is all, my friends. I'd like to say thank you for hanging out if you're here. Since it's winter, if you'd like to pop a comment in, or maybe a little snowflake emoji or something like that, something winter, to let me know that you've made it to the end, that would be great. People seem to log off me like 4 or 5 minutes in, so I'm not sure how to improve. If anyone's got some ideas, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, that's it. Nice, do you want to say bye? Nicey? Nice? Want to say bye? Say bye, friends. Say bye. He's like, who are you talking to, Mum? All right, there you go. Oh, yes. Goes, yeah, cuddle. Oh. So this is how he likes to cuddle. Yeah. Like cuddle, don't you? There goes my glasses. All right. Bye, friends. Till next time. See ya. Just silly goose. Just silly goose. Oops. I was recording, dude. All right.